Hi, Seth. Oh, Jesus. So, I'm going to do this video to teach you how to take your shot. I'm actually not going to take the shot because I don't have an injection needle. So, what I'll do is I'll just run through everything for you. And if you have any questions, you can always ask me and I can answer them. So, the first thing I do is I get all my supplies, which would be your lovely, what is it called? Alcohol pads, your prescription, and the needles. But as I told you, I don't have an injection needle, and so I'm just using this as a prop. So what you're going to do is, the first thing I do is I warm up my testosterone, because the testosterone is so thick that it can be fucking, it can be just a pain in the ass to draw. It could take forever. It's taking me like 5 minutes just to draw it once. So what I do is I just excuse me, I take the bottle, and you can either go like this for a couple minutes, that takes the longest, stick it under your armpit, or stick it between your legs. Yeah, so that's what you do with that. And the next thing you're going to want to do is take one of these bad boys and open it and wipe the top of this off. That's to ensure that when you stick the needle in to get the testosterone out, what was I going to say? That it's just clean, and so you don't get an infection or anything of the such. So after you do that, don't put down here for a second. I have another. Anyway, sorry about that. So after you do that, you're going to take your needle and you're going to open it, and I might as well just draw it so you can at least see that part. So, open your lovely Uzi Major, another needle. And so I guess I'm going to wipe this shit. So like I said, you wipe it down. What you want to do is you want to do a circular motion, not like, I don't know why, but that's why. I mean, that's not why. So I just go like this for a second, and that is that. And then you take your drawing needle, pull the top off, and hopefully your tea will be all nice and warmed up, so it won't be difficult. So you're going to take your needle that you have to draw, and you're going to pull the plunger down to whatever amount on here you take. Like, so I would take, I'm on half a dose right now, half a milliliter. So just push. You see that when you look at your needle, there's one thick black line and then like a thinner line underneath that thick black line. You want the thick black line to be at the exact dose. So you got that. You're gonna stick it straight down. It's so you don't bend the needle and or break the sealant. And so I flip mine up, and since I don't have a lot of tea in there right now, I'll pull it down until the needle is all the way submerged, and you push the air through until you see the bubble. And then, yeah, this needle's great to draw. It's a big gauge needle. And So you just pull it down. And like I would take it out, but since I'm not taking the testosterone, I'm not gonna take it out. But so it'll be at the line that you need it to be. And um, before you go to, no, that's not right. And then you literally take it out. I emptied out the tea. Um, and before you go to change the actual needle to the other size needle that you need, just wasted a little tea. You want to pull the plunger back. You can pull it back as far as you want, but so all the tea that is in here or in the needle goes down with it, so you get the full dose. And then you cap your needle, and you leave this on for now, and you just want to put it down somewhere that's somewhat sanitary, I guess. And for location of where you're going to take the shot, I'll show you how I do it. Alright, so, excuse my gross body, but what you're going to do, put my leg up. You want to take the palm of your hand and put it on your hip and put it down. Wherever your middle finger lands is in the general area that you want to give it. So I would want to give it right here. So you just mark that off with your finger or whatever, and what you're going to do is take your alcohol pad, sanitize that area again in a circular motion outwards. You don't want to go like in like that. You want to go, I'll show you on my hand. Start here and go in like a circle, getting bigger like that, if that makes sense. And so after you do that, you want to let it dry. And what I find is really helpful is to do it sitting down in a chair. And I'll stretch my leg out so it's completely straight, but my knee is bent just a little bit. Let's see if I can show you. My bathroom is really small, as you can see. Like, that's my shower right there, so yeah. But okay, so I'll straighten my leg out like this, and I'll just double check. So right here. And so like I said, you're gonna sanitize that, and then you're gonna switch your needles. I'm just gonna keep it down here because it's easier. Before you inject, you want to switch your needles. So you're gonna take this off by just twisting and pulling off, and then putting your, I have an old one here that I'll just put on, putting your injection needle on, and you just want to twist it and make sure, that it is tight. And so when you do that, after you do that, take the cover off and slowly push it up until you get to your dosage line, and you see 1 or 2 drops of tea spill out of the top of the needle, and then that's when you know you're ready to inject. So after you do all that schnaz, trying to think how I hold it. I hold it like this, in between my fingers like this, and yeah, because you can see through it. So you do that. Take your leg with your other hand that you're not going to inject with, and grab like that. So you're grabbing the fat of where you're going to inject. So grab the fat, or muscle, or whatever, and then, actually I lied, I hold it like this. I hold it like this because I have a better grip on it, and it's easier to push down. But I also put my finger right under here so I don't slip and push down too hard, because sometimes the tea is, like I said, thick, so it's a pain in the ass to come out. So you do that, grab the fat, I hold it like this, literally, go at it at a 45-degree angle, and just stab your leg. I don't know how long your needle is. If you have a shorter needle like I was showing you before, which would be something like this, you want to go all the way in. But if you have a really, really long ass needle, like this motherfucker, no, you don't need to go all the way in. I would say go into about like halfway. A little more than halfway. So, you're doing that. You've grabbed the fatty part of your leg. You're holding your needle. Just go for it. You don't hesitate, because if you hesitate, it is going to hurt. So what I do, I mean, you don't need to jab yourself, but just go like this. That's all you gotta do. It's pretty simple. And I can tell you right now, I was terrified of needles before I started doing this. And I had to practice on oranges for about a month before I could give myself a shot. So, you are going to do your injection now. So you're just going to go like this, push down. You want to do it pretty slowly. And I hold on to my legs still. Some people don't, but I find that it works better for some reason. And so you just push down until it's all gone. You'll probably have to look at it to make sure it's all gone. And then pull out. You want to cap your needle. And then I let go of my leg, and then I'll take another, like a new one, and I press really hard, for that helps pain and bruising. And that's all you really do. And then if it's bleeding, you can just put a band-aid on it. I don't recommend it if your legs are hairy, because it hurts like a bitch, and it's pointless. And then, like I said, you would have already recapped your needle. When I go dispose of needles in my sharps box, I literally just take this part off and put that in the sharps container, and I just throw this away because it's not really contaminated with anything. That's all I can really think of. But if you have any questions, text me. I'm so happy for you. Okay, bye.